Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. Yeah, I sound a lot worse. I'll tell you about it later, but let's just get started. I wanted to get through some of these dumpster finds so I could, move them on. This was a pretty nice find. I guess I need to clean it a little better still. Got some dings or just this is rough edge right here. But those are nice heavy vintage juicer. Then these vintage, this looks like from the 80s. And I thought they might be gold. They came from, the ladies that throw out jewelry. Because there's something written right here, but it's just numbers. And it's not the right numbers. Not the right numbers, and there's numbers here. So at first I was hopeful, and I'm looking at it one more time, but it says 135, and then up here it says 60 and 70, 60-16, I think. But they're in great condition. They're vintage, and I don't know, people like glasses, so we'll try to put those on. Louis Vuitton something or another, don't know what. That was just kind of just a note of interest. These were all in here. Those are pretty. I think somebody could, instead of coasters, you could make something with these. There's a bunch of them. They're nice. I don't know that they've ever been used as coasters. So I'm going to try to get those on Etsy or something with the glasses. And then a book, pretty cool, Ice Water Museum. It's just, you find something like this in the dumpster, and then it just opens your eyes to whatever else is going on. Just interesting things, like they're saying about all of these places, these ships that went down, that the whole Great Lakes is a museum. And it talks about different ships and the history of the ships, and it has a drawing of the ship. So that's really cool. And then this Bible, I didn't realize it was as old as it was, but it says 1902, I believe. 1901. Being the version set forth on 1611. Revised 1881 to 1885, and now 1901 American Standard Version. I guess that's different than the King James. 1901. I need to look that up. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. It's leather, but it is falling apart on the corner there. It's got a map of the ancient world and some other maps, Palestine. The inside condition doesn't look 1901. I mean, it looks like it has barely been opened. So I need to look into that. Then we have Useful Mathematics. It's got some issues. It was a school book in Texas, and I'm not sure what year. 1942, I think. So somebody would like to have that, I'm sure. I need to be putting all this on. And I need to start just using the phone and not, we're not, laptop's gonna be not coming anytime soon. And the iPad just, I don't know. It's got some glitches. Some of y'all make comments and I see the comment, when I go to reply it won't let me, and it could be the iPad. Anyway, this is still sealed. It's called Sportsopoly from 1994. It does have some dirt down in there, but still sealed, not opened. My friend looked it up. I think, $30 online, Amazon. Unfortunately, I did see hide, but not hair of the competition. He put this box of, where he usually puts books. There's no books because he's not bothering getting the books out, I've noticed, but he put this box of patterns out, so I just picked them up. Because if he's going to make an effort to put them out, I'm just going to go ahead and pick them up, even if this is like 1964. I've tried to sell patterns before, and they don't sell for me very well. $1974. And a little bit from the 80s. So there's a whole box of those. And then I wanted to go ahead and kind of get through this box with we started it, the one with the weird file, and I'm just going to pull some stuff out and see what's in here. "35 Things a Home Economist Can Do with a Bandana While Discovering Oklahoma." Like an ear muff. I don't know. Here's the bandana. This is sealed. I'm going to have to know what's in here to list it, if I list it. I'd like to see a date on here. I don't see a date on here. Here's the bandana. Still nice and crispy. So as we kind of glance through this, they made copies of, and I'm not going to keep this stuff. I don't know, do-it-yourself projects. Like this person went to some workshops and things. I don't know, kind of weird stuff. Anyway, this morning I woke up feeling like this, crud. Quilting step by step. And so by about 1 o'clock this afternoon, I went down to one of those little walk-in places, swimming. This is just like different information, pieces of information, December 1991. That you do, you know, kind of before. Well, just gathering information. We still do that. It's just now we don't really print it as much. We just think we're going to just look it up. But back then, as y'all know, some of y'all, you couldn't look it up. Removing stains, 1990. So I went in there and is kind of interesting. Some antique words and different things they have and the metal that they're made out of. Bed warmer, tea caddy, candelabra, candle molds, bottle ticket. So they gave me a steroid shot, that's the bottom line. But he said, you're not sick enough for me to give you anything else, because I told him what we usually do. But I haven't had to do it in a year and a half. I've been doing better with my asthma. This is just a cold, real bad cold people had I've been working with. You know, and I was like, I kept washing my hands and everything, but it started slowly creeping in Tuesday. And he's like, well, to give you antibiotics, I need you to have had this for 10 days. So basically, they gave me a steroid shot, which was helpful. And maybe that'll help me and keep me from going downhill. I can still see, I have a wonderful doctor. I can go see her Monday. She takes walk-ins. I get off work at 2:45 if I absolutely have to, officially at 3:15. But I mean, I can go over there at 2:45 if I need to. Because if they want me to be at work the next day, they're going to not say anything about me leaving at 2:45 to get into the doctor. So that's an option. We're just kind of going through this little box of ephemera together that I got out of the trash. Do-it-yourself idea book. Windows. It's like they have some home decorating, a lot of home decorating things in here. And I think she was an extension agent. She's got a file professional image. We'll look at that in a minute. This is not her, but anyway, went to some lectures. This is to do, let me see. It says to do on it, but it's not really to do. Certificate of Appreciation, Heritage Museum. It doesn't really give 1989. Oh, this reminds me of a coffee mug my dad gave me when I was ill. And it had these little faces on it. So a lot of different emotions, and I had somebody that taught in Europe wanted the coffee mug or wanted to know where I got it one time because she needed to be able to communicate these emotions. A little note to the lady about let's get together. Looks like they may have graduated in 56. This is all from Conroe, Texas. Needlework. 12 Days of Christmas. Some songs, I think. Amish dolls, so little craft ideas. That's cute. It's local, so I'm going to pull that aside, and maybe somebody local would like that. This looks like she was working here in the end. organizing your closet and professional image folders. It looks like somebody got a makeover. Mary Kay, oh, a bunch of Mary Kay stuff. This lady was just on the ball trying to make money. Oh, she went to a Mary Kay person and had the makeover. So this is the kind of, is this her? No, this is just a, like from the time period, the look there is pretty complex. So we got some instructions by Corbet. By Corbet Kimball. What all you gotta put where. And all of the different kinds of, this is for her, and this is all the stuff she's gonna, the lash color, she doesn't need any brow color. No, that's all real personal stuff. So anyway, you know, I really admire someone that's doing all of that to look good in the 80s and 90s. I don't know what they do now. I just try to put some foundation on and some powder on top, and that's about it. That's as good as it's gonna get. It's about water gardening, bromeliads, wildflowers, strawberries. So I believe she was an extension agent. There's a lot of extension agent stuff in here. And we got to the end of it. Gonna keep a couple things and try to sell them, but the rest, I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably just throw it in the paper recycle. I'll go back through. Yeah, because it's just too personal. That doesn't need to be out for anybody. So anyway, drinking some cold water. That seems to be what I need to right now. I feel okay. Let's go ahead and have our devotional. I think this is one. As the weeds are pulled up and burned in the fire, so it will be at the end of the age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will weed out his kingdom, everything that causes sin, and all who do evil. They will throw them into the fiery furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. He who has ears, let him hear. Resentment about apparent injustice and God's tolerance for evil. Matthew 13:40-43. That's the end of those. That's spiritual. Somebody had put it together and just got that far. We read that. So I want to thank y'all for being with us, praying for some people. that I know are not feeling well. And hang in there, everybody. It's going to get better. See y'all next time.